I outed my ex-fiancée by telling the real truth to his best friend's wives, his clients, and investors about why I broke off the engagement and did silent goodbye. Context: I, 30F, broke off an engagement from my ex, 29M, after 3 years. We live in the US, but we met in a different state that either of us lived in. Let's just say I live on the west and him on the east. After long distance for 1.5 years and me traveling back and forth during my breaks, I was going to school at the time in a non-transferable program. I packed my life to live across the country with him. Well, as many can probably attest to, visiting someone, even for weeks at a time, is significantly different than living with someone. This is the first partner I've ever moved in officially with. I was so emotionally invested as our initial 4 months of dating consisted of nightly FaceTimes, daytime texts, promises, and dreams for the future, basically capturing my heart by a love bomb from afar. When I surprised him by getting a plane ticket for the first time to visit for the summer, I think I had already superglued those rose-tinted glasses on tight. I saw red flags in person, but excused them left and right because they weren't that bad. He also worked a lot, and the summer was his busy season, so each time I got to see him, I had puppy energy and was excited anyway. Fast forward, I finish school, sell my car, pack my things, and move across the country. That's when I really got to see him for who he is. Over time, the abuse got worse, in every type and form. Name it. It progressed slowly, but by this time I felt like I was in quicksand because I was slowly getting trapped over time. He took everything I had from me. Once I finally felt like I could get out, I had secretly been saving up money on the side, enough to ship my things over, and GTFO, he proposed to me. I looked at him like a deer in the headlights. All I could muster up was, "I love you." He immediately wanted to call his family and friends. His family lives in Europe and doesn't speak English, but started berating me about how I wasn't acting excited and jumping up and down, nor did I want to show off the ring. He was screaming at me, "Just pretend to be happy, you're making me look bad, you represent me." That's when I officially knew. I won't go into detail, but the situation got worse to where I was scared for my life. I left silently and never went back. I did keep in contact with him shortly after, as I feel like I didn't have my head on straight and can make any excuse as to why, but then all the lies became evident. The person that invested in him was my former boss, the person I had to leave to go back to home. I told them I needed to leave because I wasn't in a healthy relationship, but man, narcissists have a sweet way of manipulating people, and he wanted to partner up with him. Another slap in the face, as I was their way of connecting from the start. Okay, not my biggest problem, best of luck. That's the only person I told I was leaving, was my boss. Otherwise, I did a total silent adios. Fast forward, people reached out to me because, isn't it weird that such a prominent man in the community just got engaged and his fiancée is nowhere to be found for months? I started getting reached out to by his friends, former business partners, and clients that knew me very well. I guess this business deal was shady, and it all started to make sense. The whole time I was with him, I never knew in full what he did for work. I would get breadcrumbs of info, but if I asked too many questions, there would be another blow-up argument. So, once it all got pieced together, I realized the truth I had been living was a whole lie. He got fired from his main job because he went behind their backs to create a rival company. The rival investment idea ended up falling through. He lost a lot of really close friends as well as a ton of business because clients heard about it. The reason he proposed at that time and wanted to go to the courthouse to solidify it that next week was because he wanted a green card and his business visa was expiring. Oh goodness, the list goes on and on about the sneakiness and dishonesty. So, I heard through the grapevine that he had been telling people I had to go home because I had some family issues to deal with for 5 months. I think people started smelling the BS. When people reached out to me, I told them the truth about why I left and said take that or leave that. The thing is, I was going to keep it silent and let him go about his life because I didn't want to deal with anything any longer, any repercussions, or any reason to have to go back. He lost everything, and his loss is not my victory. I feel a major loss myself, but man, it felt liberating and so validating that other people spoke out to me and I could validate them and me back. I basically felt like shoulders up, welcome to reality, everyone. Now I'm living a much better and healthier life. And on a side note, he totaled his car. Yes, he's fine. That he also lied about saving up for a down payment on a house for so. But his poor little Tesla baby had to give an Irish goodbye as well. I'm not happy about this at all, but I am sitting back and eating popcorn, petting my cat, and continue to watch the fires burn that he started all himself and wanted to take me down with. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. There are many great stories for you on my channel. Thank you for watching.